Beau. For about a year, the booth across from me at the diner back home sat empty. Same booth, same window. Nobody in it.
Because we stopped coming, Earl.
You stopped coming.
Millions of us, on purpose, and the new numbers just landed on exactly how much we meant it. But there's a second half to that story, and it's got a set of car keys in it.
Pour the coffee. This one's tender.
Here's the size of it, Earl, because the number is genuinely staggering. In 2025, Canadian travel to the United States fell about 25%. Some counts, adding up cars and planes both, put it closer to 30.
In 1 year.
1 year, and put it in context. In 2024, Canadians made around 39 million trips to the States. 3/4 of everywhere Canadians traveled was to your country. You weren't a destination for us, Earl. You were the destination.
And then a quarter of it just evaporated.
More than 7 million visits gone, and the dollars followed. Canadians spent about $3.5 billion less on trips south. That money went to Muskoka and Vancouver Island and honestly to Europe.
And I'm not going to pretend I don't know why.
No, let's say it plainly and fairly. A lot of Canadians were angry. The tariffs stung, and the talk of making us the 51st state, of annexing us, a lot of people up here took that personally. So they did the one thing an ordinary person can do. They kept their wallet home.
An entire country voting with its minivan.
Quietest protest imaginable, Earl. Nobody marched, they just didn't book the trip.
So let me tell you what that felt like from my side of the line. Because a 25% drop isn't an abstraction in a border town. It's a motel with the vacancy sign lit all summer. It's a diner that used to need 2 servers on a Saturday and now needs none.
The places that live on you.
Buffalo, Burlington, Bellingham, Port Huron. Whole main streets in the northern states that basically run on Canadian weekend traffic. The shoppers, the folks with a cottage on our side, the ones who drive down for a ball game and a tank of cheaper gas. When you stopped coming, they felt every dollar of it.
I know they did, and I'll be honest, Earl, that part wasn't comfortable for a lot of us either. The mad was at a policy. The empty booth was a person.
And here's the part I want on the record, Beau, because it's the most border coffee thing in this whole story.
Go on.
While you were staying home, and we kept coming to you. Americans never stopped driving north. U.S. visits to Canada actually went up through this whole stretch. The first increases in a year. We were sitting in Canadian diners the entire time the Canadian booth in mine sat empty.
So the whole time we were giving you the cold shoulder.
We were up in Niagara ordering a poutine. Yeah. Somebody in this relationship kept showing up. It just wasn't the ones who were angry.
But here's the turn, Earl, and it's a gentle one. We're starting to come back.
Slowly.
Slowly. After 15 straight months of decline, 15. This past April was the first month Canadian trips south ticked up again. Then May jumped almost 10%. June made it 3 months in a row.
And it's how you're coming back that gets me.
Tell them.
You're driving, not flying. Airfares are brutal right now, so the rebound is almost all cars. Highway crossings, which means it's the border states seeing you first. New York, Michigan, Vermont, Washington. The neighbors who are close enough to drive, too.
The nearest ones. The ones we could never really quit.
It's like the relationship is healing from the edges in. The far-flung Vegas trip is still off the table. But the drive down to the lake house? The Saturday run across the bridge? That's coming back, 1 carload at a time.
Now, let's not oversell it. We're still down, close to 30% against where we were. This isn't all better. Nobody's forgotten the year.
Oh, but after 15 months of an empty booth, Beau, I'll take a car in the driveway.
And here's the detail that quietly wrecks me, Earl. When you break down who kept crossing during the worst of it, the leisure trips collapsed, the shopping runs, the getaways, but family travel barely dipped.
Family held.
Family held. People were furious enough to cancel a vacation. But a granddaughter's wedding, a brother in a hospital in Detroit, a funeral, you still get in the car. You can boycott a country, you cannot boycott your own family.
Because the border runs right down the middle of a lot of families. Always has.
Always has. And the other thing, it's the young ones leading the way back. Gen Z Canadians are far more likely to cross than their parents. The generation that grew up online, with friends on both sides of the line, is the one least interested in a Cold War with the neighbors.
The kids are dragging us back together.
They always do.
So here's the honest version. Canada was angry, and Canada meant it. A quarter of a whole year's travel gone on principle. That was real. Don't let anybody tell you the boycott was a bluff.
And it cost people on both sides. Empty booths in Vermont, empty cottages up here. This wasn't free. Standing up rarely is.
But underneath the anger, the wire never actually snapped. Americans kept driving north. Families kept crossing for the weddings and the funerals. And now, the cars are trickling back south.
That's the whole show, Earl, isn't it? We spend every episode on the fights. The tariffs, the bridge, the smoke, and then a StatsCan spreadsheet comes out and quietly tells you the truth underneath all of it.
Which is?
That you can be genuinely furious with a country and still, somewhere deep down, be unable to quit it. That's not weakness. That's 250 years of being family. Natural conflict.
Mutual love. One carload at a time.
To the empty booth that's starting to fill back up.
And to the folks who never stopped showing up in the first place. Both flags.
That's border coffee.
That's border coffee.